All right, so we are live. We are playing Detroit now. So we are one game ahead of the White Sox of all teams, who are 59 to 59. So um, I think if we've played an extra game than them, it looks like. But we will take any lead that we can have in the division. We got Carlos Stanton somehow in free agency. The Yankees decided to release him, so we plopped him into the lineup. We acquired Joe Ryan from the Twins, who were selling all of their all of their players really. So we'll go ahead and move into this game. Hopefully, we can have some good offense. Maybe Stanton hits 15 home runs. Who knows? So Kwan gets a leadoff walk here. Ground ball double play takes care of that. Unfortunate. So quick inning for us. They give up two leadoff hits, a single and a double. They get their first run and their second run. So pretty rough start for Joe Ryan. Which I talked about this in the last video, but he might potentially be in the bullpen at some point. We did extend his contract, so we do have control over him, but he could transition to being a bullpen arm, especially if we get some better starter pitchers or starting pitchers that are performing better. I could see him being a setup man or even a closer if we decide to move on from Cade Smith since he's been so terrible for us. He just has not done well, done well this whole year. Kwan gets his second walk. Bo Naylor pops out. No, that's our second double play. That's unfortunate. That's their fifth hit. See if he's able to work out of this jam. Still 2-0, so he was able to. So we get our first hit of the game via a double. And Rocchio is going to hit him in with a single, so back-to-back hits. We'd love to see that. And fly out. So we cut the deficit in half. We get our run. We get our first two hits. See if Joe's able to settle down for the fifth. Gives up a two-out double. And throws a wild pitch. And gives up a home run. So good work for our offense to work our way back into the game. Just for Joe just to give up another couple of runs. So Kwan, with his third time being on base, his first hit on the day. Bo Naylor strikes out. And Jose strikes out. Joe's still doing okay pitch count wise, but looks like they get another run. I think we just leave Joe in for a bit longer. Stanton gets walked. And we've had so many double plays. We're just gonna let Joe finish out this game, to be honest. Chase DeLauder gets a solo home run. I mean, if we get to like 5 runs this inning, then we'll take him out. But I think Joe needs to learn from his mistakes. He's at 140 now. Franco Aliman. So is he? Oh, he's still 2 stars. Surprised they brought him up to the majors. So unfortunately we lose. Obviously it would have been a little bit closer if we took Joe Ryan out, but we didn't score any runs, so it was irrelevant whether we let him in or not. But he finished out the complete game whether he wanted to or not. Looks like the White Sox lost again, so that's why our earned run average is always going to look horrendous because I do stuff like that. But really, if you're going to lose, it doesn't. To me, it doesn't matter if I lose by 5 runs or 15 runs. So we get a leadoff hit to start off this game. Oh, a much better start to this game instead of a double play that Bo Naylor rolled into last game. Hits a 2-run home run. And we get an infield hit. It's picked off at first. That's diabolical. We do get 3 hits and 2 runs in this first inning, so Bibee gets some run support off the rip. He gives up one of those runs back. Kayfus gets on base with a base hit. Or an error, I should say. Gets the second via the stolen base. Delauder strikes out. Schneemann pops out, so we're not able to get him in. Hopefully Bibee settles into a solid start for us. Kwon with the leadoff double. He's been on fire these last couple games. Or I guess it's a throwing error. So their second error on the day. Sacrifice fly gets him to third with 1 out. Jose gets walked. We're going to try to steal with Jose. There we go. Cal Manzardo gets walked, so that leaves Stanton with the bases loaded. He's going to get the sacrifice fly. And strike out. So we do get 1 across. Bobby gives up the leadoff double. Gets a strikeout. Moves him to third with 2 outs. And is able to keep that runner off of the board. Chase Delauder with a 2-out, or a 1-out double, I should say. Schneemann with a single. Normal runner, shallow. We're going to hold him up there. And Kwon's going to hit a single. Yeah, Kwon's been hitting everything lately. He's been on base like 5 times in a row or something crazy. We have 2 outs here for Jose. He's going to hit a single. Average runner, normal arm. I mean, there's like no chance he scores, so we're going to hold him up there and give Manzardo a chance. And he strikes out looking. I don't think he was ever going to score on that, to be honest. It's already a really low percentage anytime it gives me that option, with the ball being very shallow. Don't think it was going to happen for us. So Kayfis gets on, so he can get the second. Let's see if we can get him to third. Oh. Doesn't steal third, and then Rocchio strikes out. Kayfis, or Chase Delauder with another hit. Normal runner, very shallow. I think we risk it here, and we do score. Kayfis is giving us a ton of value. I wonder what his, where's he at? I imagine his WAR is actually pretty decent. Yeah, 1.6. So last year 0.5. But a lot of that, I mean, he's 39 stolen bases. So average hitter, I mean, 255 is above average, I would say, for the current Major League standards. And then, you know, just super good on base. So 5-1. Bobby has to make it through at least the 5th, and he does. Bo strikes out. Jose pops out. Manzardo hits a single. And Stanton grounds out. Two-run home run, so Bobby's trying to throw the game. Still 5-3 though. So we get cooked that inning. We're going to go into the bullpen. I don't like going through that view. There we go. So we're in the 7th now. A little spooky, but we're going to go with Joey Cantillo. He'll have 3 batters. Gives up a solo home run. Juan gets on base again. Bo Naylor hits a double that gets us that run back, so we're back up to a 2-run lead. Jose's going to roll him over the third. And Manzardo pops out. So we have a lefty upright, actually 2 lefties, so we leave Cantillo in for the lefties. They pinch hit, and we will just take Cantillo out, bring Armstrong in. Hits a solo home run. That's unfortunate. So we're up 1. We leave Armstrong in for the 9th since Cade's been so bad. All right, surely Cade Smith can get a 1-out save. He does. That's all we needed from him. Right, so we do take the second game against Detroit, and the White Sox are continuing to lose, so we're back up to a 2-game lead. Brad Keller is refusing to be demoted. Is there anyone else that we could drop down? No one else that we could drop down without making our team worse. I guess we can do this with Paul and then bring Keller up. Try to use Keller and then do the same thing and just kind of have a rotation of guys. Because I don't know if Seawall will want to go to AAA either. But we can manipulate the waiver wire. I mean, if someone picks him up too, that's fine. He's only, 2.5 stars, so he's not gonna make or break our team if we have him on or not. We hit a batter. It's the second.
Strike three.
Do we get strikeouts? We get a fly out. All right, keeps him off the board. Bo Naylor gets on base. Double's gonna get us a run. Very good, very good. Chase Delauder gets a single, gets us a second run. Framber is struggling out there. Another hit. It's not going to get us a run, but it's going to put guys at the corners for Kwan. I actually have to look this up. Like, Kwan has been on base like 10 straight times. Okay, so he was 3 for 5 in the last game, 1 for 2. 2 walks. So he's been on base a lot. Carlos Stanton, he's going to pop out. So we get 3 there in the second inning. So that was a really good inning for us. Parker has finally settled down into being a good starter. Unfortunately, Joey Cantillo has not. But he's still a good arm to have out of the bullpen, at least theoretically. Just like Cade Smith is theoretically a really good closer. All right, it keeps him off the board. Still 3-0. There we go. Stanton with a double. We love to see it. Jose with a double to trade spots with Stanton. So now it's 4-0. So we get another insurance run. He's only at 61 pitches, so he surely gets through this inning with giving up a 2-run home run. Easy work for Parker, but still have a 2-run lead. Guys at the corners for him. He gets the second outs. He's able to get through 6. A little bit risky to leave him in that situation, but it is what it is. Right, Kwan gets out this time, a rare sight. And we have Cantillo another opportunity. And he blows it. Alright, throws a scoreless inning. Stanton gets a walk here, so we're in the 8th now. So it means that we're going to pinch run for him. We'll throw Rhys Hines out there. See if we can get him to steal second. Gets caught. Great pinch running on his part. So we have a lefty up. We're going to leave him in. I don't know. He might be on a heater. 2 scoreless innings for him. Gets the third with a throwing error. And Bo Naylor is able to hit him in, so we get an insurance run. Chase Delauder reaches on an error. So it is 5-2, so we're going to go with our scariest man on our team. And not because he's scary good, but because he loves ruin games. There's a double there. All right, he's able to work around it, so 2 saves in a row for him. Even though one was kind of a Mickey Mouse one with a 1-pitch save, but hey, it works out. It works out. Oh, I almost clicked past it. So now we play San Diego. Hop into it. Lead off hit for him and a walk. See if he's able to get out of the jam. He does. He loads the bases up. 2 walks. Not a good start for his pitch count. But he didn't give up any runs. So you get an infield hit with 2 outs. 2 hits in a row. 2 infield hits in a row. Stan's going to pop out, unfortunately. A solo home run with their 2-star second baseman. His 5th on the year. So pretty weird person to give up a home run. But now everyone's getting on base. Unfortunate for Gavin. I think he's going to get the Joe Ryan treatment. Unless we score some runs. Hopefully he settles down. Because he's not coming out. Our pitching coach is actually a Bulgarian weightlifting coach. Every pitcher goes to maximum. You giving up more runs, Gavin, is not going to help you out. You're just going to stay in. He's already at 102 pitches. We're going to risk it for the biscuit. We do get a run. So we are going to just chalk this one up. Actually, we have the perfect guy. So he's going to get through this 5th inning because who cares if he gives up more runs. Let's walk 7 people. It's actually hilarious. Quan, it's a solo home run of all people. Seven walks. So Gavin, terrible start. He has a higher ERA than Parker Messick does now. But Brad Keller gets to pitch the rest of this game and then gets to be put on waivers since he doesn't want to go to AAA. See, for us, if you don't want to go to AAA, we're not gonna let you go. You have to stay in limbo. I mean, nobody's claiming him, so you would think he would accept the reassignment. Schneemann is hurt. So that's not good. At least we have Arias that we can bring in. You're not coming out, Brad. You better just get the last out. There we go. So unfortunately, this one looks like we're going to get cooked 11-3. So now Schneemann will go on the IL for 10 days, unfortunately. We don't know what his injury is, but I don't want to wait there when we can get another roster spot. And then Brad Keller just gets to go into limbo as well. So I think if we rotate them properly, we can always have one of the guys up. Like Troy Cantillo, I think, can go straight down. So we want to bring someone up that's fresh. which is nobody. Everyone's a sleepy boy. What's Ian Hamilton at? He just threw a lot. Tim is also at 0. Andrew Walters is being a starting pitcher, which is not anticipating that, but that's all right. I guess we just bring up him. And we have an interesting situation now, so we need a second baseman. So that's going to be Arias for now. He'll go to. He's probably has more potential at second base. And Rocchio is already better at second base, so we're going to swap them. We already have 2 outfielders, and so bringing up someone like Ralphie wouldn't really make sense. Gage will probably be the guy that we bring back up. Same with Kemp, we just don't really have a good spot for him. Crooks, he just plays catcher, so we don't really have, again, a good spot for him to be getting at bat. Same with Valera. So Gage can come back up. He didn't really do anything bad to get dropped down. We just had too many good players. All right, so we lose the first game against the Padres. It's nice everyone in our division keeps losing as well. We have a lefty on the bump today. We got our righty bats in there. Lee Slade pitches well today. Get a leadoff double. Would love to see that. And Stan with a home run. I mean, I can't believe that the Yankees let him go. We need to check the Yankees team to see if they're actually good this year, but he is hit. We just need to look at majors. We don't need to see all that. What, 5 home runs for us? He's batting .256 in 12 games, 46 at bats. So we're getting some good value from him for sure. Manzardo with a single. A budding superstar.
Strike 3.
I think what that Schneemann injury really tells us is that people like Rodriguez will get more at bats. Same with Rhys Hines. Rocchio with a leadoff double. DeLauder moves him over to third. And Arias hits him in, so we get a 3rd run there. See if Slade continues to pitch well. So far, so good for him. Stanton is going to pop out this time. Jose hits a single. Fielder's choice. And a fly out. It's in a bit of a rough patch this inning. We'll see if he's able to work out of it. Nope, they get 2 runs. But they don't get the 3rd, so we're still up a little bit. Just a tiny little bit. All right, he's made it through 5, so he has a chance for the dub today. He's only at 68 pitches, so he's actually pitched really efficiently. Manzardo with another hit. So Rodriguez is 0 for 2 on the day. Do we want to pinch hit to match? Yeah, I think we bring in Kefis. A double there. So the pinch hit double paid off for us. Bo Naylor's going to hit a single, so we get a 4th run. Rocchio's going to hit into a fielder's choice. Yeah, we do get a run though, so we will accept that. He's at 86 pitches. Give him one more batter, or one more base runner, I should say. All right, so he's going to be done for today. 6 and 2/3 innings, so a really nice start for him. We have a lefty out here, so we're going to bring in Sombrowski to match up with him. He's able to get out of it. There's a walk, a fielder's choice. Stanton strikes out, and Jose extends the lead out. So we have a lot of flexibility now in the 8th and the 9th with who we bring in. We're going to take Sombrowski out. We haven't used Taylor Rogers yet, so we're going to give him... I forgot he's a lefty. I'm thinking that it was his brother, the right-handed pitcher that's like the submariner. So he does give up the home run. But I forgot that he was... I forgot his... One, he had a brother, and that his brother was a lefty. Just off the top of my mind. But we're in the 9th now. So we're going to give... We're going to throw Kate out there. Gets a double play. 2 walks already.
Strike 3.
But he gets the save. Gets save number... Was that 17? Yeah, he gets his 17th save. So, hey. A good game for us. So see what Seawall will go down. He refuses to be demoted as well, unfortunately. So we're caught in a loop. So Ian Hamilton, can we just demote him? All right, we gotta waive him. What's funny too is when we throw guys onto the we waive these guys, they don't pitch, so then they get rested too. So then we just have another healthy pitcher when he comes back. If he does actually accept his assignment to AAA, then there's chances that they'll pitch in AAA, so then they'll be fatigued when we need to bring them back up. But our inning eater today will be Paul Sewell. We will throw him to the Wolves after the game if he has to throw. Hopefully, we don't need him. A leadoff double, we'd love to see it. Stanton strikes out. Manzardo pops out. And resigns, strikes out. So the leadoff double doesn't amount to anything for us. Bobby's in a bit of a pickle this inning, but he gets a double play, so they don't score. Naylor with the leadoff walk. Rocchio pops out. Arias with a single. So 2 guys on base with 1 out for DeLauder, who hits into a double play, unfortunately. Another hit for him, and another double play. Bobby seems to be cruising. It's her 4th hit today. They take the lead with a double. Alright, so they get 1, but nothing more. Manzardo gets a base hit. Resign strikes out. Bo Naylor strikes out. And Rocchio strikes out. Machado gets another hit. Still 1-0. Juan gets on base. Stanton's going to strike out. Manzardo hits double play. We're getting cooked today. So Bobby's already super fatigued, but he made it through 6 innings, so really nice outing for him. Just the 1 run that he gave up. We're going to look at it this way. We have Hunter Gaddis and Paul Sewell that we can bring in. I think we bring in Sewell. Still nothing. We'll leave him in. So 2 scoreless innings for him. Arias gets on base. A wild pitch moves him to second base. Delauder moves him over to the third. Are we going to be able to tie it up with Gage? He's over 2 on the day, so we're actually going to pinch hit for him. I think we have Jose on the bench today. Jose
Strike 3.
strikes out looking. We get him all the way to third. We can't get him in. That is very unfortunate. Let's leave Jose in at third. So Paul gave us 3 scoreless. Stands 0 for 3 on the day, so we're going to pinch hit for him. We're going to bring Capus in. A leadoff double, that's massive. Manzardo is going to get him over to the third. Can we get him in this time? Resigns is 0 for 3 on the day, so we're going to pinch hit for him and bring in Rodriguez. See if he's able to clutch up. A wild pitch. All right, we'll take it. So we're tied up here. Rodriguez gets on base here with 1 out. Bo Naylor strikes out. Rocchio is going to fly out. Seawold actually threw 3 scoreless innings for us, so he is completely cooked. So we got to go into someone else, which we have Justin Topa and Hunter Gaddis. We're going to go with Hunter Gaddis here. They move him over the third. We get a strikeout and a ground out. So we have Rocchio on second. And we get a base hit. There we go. Thank goodness. So we get the 10th inning win. Gaddis gets his 4th win randomly on the year. Paul Sewald, he's going to be punished for throwing that many pitches. Although, I think Ian Hamilton will accept going down. So I think we leave him there. We'll stagger it a little bit. Let's see how my stonks are doing. Meta's still down. Alright, so we'll play this series here against the Giants and then probably be on our way. So far, a lot of good wins, and the White Sox have not been doing a lot of it. So Joe Ryan had a rough go of it the last time, and we forced him through a complete game. He gave up about 14 runs. Hopefully he pitches a little bit better today. See, with us, you can't be bad enough to give up like 7 or 8 runs, because we'll just leave you in to give up 15 or 18. Like, if we're down 8 runs, I know statistically the chances of her coming back are pretty low. And I'd rather have a better chance in the next game than just burn out all her pitching and affect her bullpen. So, yes, you will throw 200 pitches if you give up 8 runs. Because you chose to pitch poorly. So 2-run home run for Bo. That's Bo's 12th of the year. It's given us a little bit of nice pop from the catcher position. And honestly, him batting 260 is insane. 12 home runs. He just is so hot and cold in any rebuild I've ever done with him, to where he'll either bat 150 or he'll just bat 250 like this. And it's always nice to see him doing well. To help solidify the catcher's position. Like, I like him to be our catcher, but just like in real life, he's in AAA right now because he can't hit. And he has all the metrics that say he can't hit. So sometimes he sims really well as a batter. So Joe's pitched a lot better today. He's made it through 6 scoreless. Might throw a shutout this time instead of a 14-run complete game. We'll see, though. He's at 95 pitches. So we have mercy on him this time. Who do we want to bring in here? So they have righty, lefty. I'm getting texts about buying homes. We want to buy your home. I want to buy your home. Um, I mean, if Cantillo can lock down his double play, if he can lock down like that 7th inning, that gives us hope for his future. A triple here with 1 out, and Rocchio is able to hit him in, so we get a 3rd run. Chase with the leadoff single, or leadoff single, 2-out single, and a double by Gage is going to get us a 4th run. So a lot of support for Cantillo to continue to pitch for this inning. Gives up a double, but he's able to throw another scoreless inning. Very good. So 2 innings for him. We're going to take him out and have Justin pitched. Since it's a 4 run, if he gives up a run, then we can bring in Cade. There we go. So we get the shutout, the combined shutout. Joey is starting to pitch a little bit better. Joe Ryan pitched really well today. So is Brad not going to want to go to AAA? I mean, that's unfortunate that Paul Sewell pitched well. And there's no one else that we really want to drop off our team. He would be the only one. Yeah, it stinks for you, Brad. Hopefully someone in the next 3 days, or 2 days now, hopefully someone locked in. I think Ian accepted last time to go to AAA. Yeah. Sometimes they go back and forth. Most of the time, if they accept it once, they'll always accept it. All right, let's see what our home offer is. This is Jen. What? So, all right. I'm gonna answer for my parents because they want to buy one of their rental properties. I actually don't know what the value is. No. Oh wait, let's get a nice Spanish sentence in there. All right, we'll go forward a little bit. I'm trolling. Goes up a single, fly out in there. Hit him with the key in is. Send this to my dad. He'll be amused. Tell my dad I was gonna ask for 500K, but I actually don't know what the houses are valued at. I'm guessing that's an absurd value. We're the team of investors. Oh, they do get a run. My dad actually wants to know how much. Maybe he's trying to sell it. Alright, we get a base runner with no outs. Is that a double? No, he sacrificed flies him over to over to second base. That's kind of weird. All right, so we're still down a run. They have Rhys Hoskins. I didn't realize that. That's pretty funny. He batted 180 for us. Did not hit a home run. He hit a couple. Has hit a couple for them. Jose gets a double with 1 out. We move him over to the third with 2 outs. Stanton unfortunately strikes out. They get a second run there, unfortunately. All right, makes it through 6. We need to get some runs. A 1 out or a no out triple will certainly help. Oh, this is kind of a rough one for pitching to figure out who we want to bring in, but we can bring in Rogers. I mean, we have enough guys that are healthy. It's just like, who do we want to waste in a game that we can't score in? Sam Hedges. And they get nothing. It's crazy we got a guy on third, a leadoff triple. We couldn't score. And we left him in too long. Rookie with the double with no outs. Fly out. Oh, a 2-run home run. All right, so we're only down 1. Leave Hunter in for the 9th. All right, can we come back? Nope. We're up 3.5 games, so they have been collapsing. That's the most random things. He sent me a picture of the Statue of Liberty. Is he at the statue? Oh, he's on a boat. I guess he's in New York. All right, let's play this one. Oops, I sent it to the wrong person. I screenshotted the text to send them, and I accidentally sent it back to the same people as text, and that's pretty funny. Oh, well, they just want to buy one of my dad's rental houses. As my mom gets texts about my house, I'm getting a text about my dad's house, which in some sense makes sense because me and him have the same name, but also like they just don't do any amount of research to see anything past that. And what's weird with my house too, it's not like my parents are on the mortgage or anything, or vice versa. Like I'm not associated with that at all. All right, Stanton gets on base here. See if we can score more than 2 runs this game. We get nothing. Thanks, Mickey. Still 1-0. I mean, we might just win the division by default if everyone in the division keeps losing. Jose pops out. Manzardo moves him to third with 2 outs. And Stanton hits a single. We'll certainly take that. I assume his average is going to get closer. Yeah, it's actually, now it's almost exactly the same as what he had with New York. But with a 509 slugging, that's pretty, still pretty useful, even with the low average. But if it ever gets really bad, we can just have him match up against lefties. So still a tight game. He's at 78 pitches. He's going to cruise through the 6th inning for us. Keyfus with the infield hit. Gets a big steal. Let Jose hit a 2-run home run. We'll allow it this time. So Keyfus is up to 43 stolen bases. We're certainly not spamming it as much as we did before. Gavin, see if he can get through his 7th. 7 innings, 1 run. Really good start. We'll take that every time. All right, Arias with a 2-out base hits.
Strike 3.
And a strikeout, so we don't get anything off of that. But into the 8th now, we have a 2-run lead. I mean, is Joey Cantillo gonna settle it down? He has a save. I don't really know how. He walks a guy. Maybe this is his spot. Maybe he's just a setup man and closer. All right, so ball is very shallow, fast runner, great arm. We'll hold him up. Send Jose to second if we can. There we go. Manzardo intentionally walked to get the... I don't know if you intentionally walk Kyle Manzardo to get to Carlos Stanton. We're going to send him this time. Oh, he scores. Here we go. So it is 4-1 now. Bases are back to being loaded. See if Mickey gets a big hit here. He does not, but we do get another run that inning. So Joey is facing a lefty, so we're going to let him walk that guy, unfortunately. I think now we bring in Armstrong, who's also been starting to settle in a little bit more. And we get a double play, so he ends up getting the save today. I guess we could have used Cade Smith. He's at 100% energy. I didn't realize it was the 9th, but hey, we're not going to question it. I think we'll play the series against Colorado as well. We're up 4 games, so we're really starting to pull away. Brad, unfortunately, does not have any desire to go to AAA. He's well rested. I mean, the only person's like Taylor Rogers and Cantillo. It's like guys like that, but those guys are full 3 stars. So, unfortunately for Brad, oh my goodness, he has 14 his contract. Well, that changes things. That changes things. Do we have enough money? No, we only have $8 million. Well, that's kind of stinks, so I guess Brad's going to get another chance because he's worth a lot of money. We'll burn him out, though. We get a 2-out hits, two 2-out hits, but still nothing for him. We got to check the Yankees. I keep forgetting about that. I say that every time that I see Stanton up or like get a hit or something, and I just always forget after. Yankees, Yankees, Yankees. We got to look at the Yankees. All right, still nothing for them. Still nothing for us. 2 straight walks. Rokio's going to pop out. Delauder's going to strike out. 3 walks this inning. And Kwan's going to get out. So we load the bases with 3 walks, but we can't get anything off of it. Hit a double, so they do take the lead. And Kafis was injured. Alright, just an oblique strain. So, we bring Jonathan in. Oh, Slade's collapsing. You're going to get through this inning, Slade. I mean, you might get through the rest of the game, to be honest. Although, I keep forgetting, we have Brad Keller. So he gets to pitch the rest of the game. So we only have 1 hit on the day. Stephen Kwan was hurt. A sore back. What are we doing out there? All right, we get a run, so we're not shut out. So big yikes for us. All right, so they're both not hurt for long. Geller gets to go back on the waiver wire. Oh my gosh, they have no pitchers. How do we do this like every other game? Every time I look at AAA, they actually have no one on their team. I didn't realize he was a two-way player. No wonder all our arms in AAA are fatigued. They have to throw every day. So we're good with that. So we need to bring some. Yeah, we're just gonna injure all of our players. We'll just sign all these guys. They can hang out between double and triple A. So Chandler Bibby's actually 5-4 in the year. See if we get some more offense this game. We do already. Opposite field dong. Back-to-back home runs. This one that's center field. 439 feet, 92 exit velocity. Makes sense to me. So we take a quick 2-0 lead. Bobby's already walked 2 batters. Not a good start for his pitch counts, but he doesn't give up any runs. Hit and a walk. Arias strikes out. Juan rolls into a double play, so we still have a 2-0 lead. Gives up a hit, a steal. Gets another strikeout. And it gets a ground out. Stanton with a double here. I don't think he's going to hit for the cycle. I don't think he's quick enough to get a triple, but he's on his way. As the home run and the double. All right, a leadoff single. We love to see it. Rocchio strikes out. DeLauder grounds out, moves him to second. And Arias strikes out. See if Bobby's able to continue to do well. All right. Oh, he hit a batter. He's able to work out of that. Solid inning for him, despite the base runners. So he's at 83, so we're going to hope that he can get through this fifth. One more out. And he does that. Had a lot of base runners today. Manzardo hits a bomb. 107 exit velocity makes more sense. 422 feet. All right, so we're going to take him out and bring in... Oh, they have Dylan Beavers now. Maybe we bring in Paul. So they traded for him pretty early in the year, it looks like. Unless he was in AAA. Oh, it was around the trade deadline. Because we were offered Mickey Moniak as well. Interesting trade because he plays the outfield as well, doesn't he? So I guess Mickey Moniak's a better outfielder, but isn't he younger? Yeah, I don't know. I don't... Kind of a lateral move for him. But I guess if you needed a dedicated center fielder. Right, a scoreless inning for him. 2 hits. A wild pitch moves him to third. Stanton, he has to get taken out of the game. Well, that's not good. What's his injury? Bruised foot. Unfortunate. All right, so he's DHing. So we don't want to put Gage in because we need to have that middle infielder. So we're going to actually put in Kefis. 1 out. Bases loaded for Jose. And he's going to hit a single. So that's going to get us at least 1 run. Let's see what it says. Good runner, has a great arm. So we're going to hold him up. So we get a 4th run. Manzardo is up. And he is going to hit a sacrifice fly to get us a 5th run. And Rodriguez is going to pop out. See if Seawall can give us another inning. Yep, still 5-0. Bo gets on. A strikeout. An error. We'll take it. A fielder's choice. And Juan with a 3-run home run. I guess we won't question that. His 7th of the year. So that gives us a massive lead. So Paul will need to come out, and we can bring in anyone, really. We'll bring in Cantillo in to pitch the last 2. Some low-pressure innings for him. Or I guess the last inning. You didn't even need to pitch 2. Or no, 2. They're the home team. What am I saying? Oh, we pitch another combined shutout. So we'd love to see that. 2 innings from both their bullpen guys. No runs given up by anyone. Bobby ended up throwing a lot of pitches. Only had 2 walks, but hit a lot of base runners on. So our team's just continuing to do really well. What's our record been lately? I feel like we've won a lot. So win 2 of 3, 2 of 3, yeah, it's just been 2 of 3, 2 of 3, 2 of 3, and the White Sox have just been struggling. The Yankees, 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 Yankees. We gotta look up the Yankees. Where are the Yankees? Dude, they're tied almost in first place. What? Why would they get rid of? What's their lineup? So I guess Yanquiel Fernandez they wanted to have up. It's actually insane that they would push him to be a bench player and then get rid of Stanton. I feel like Stanton has more value, and then you have more years of control over a guy like that. And it kind of works out naturally anyway to where Stan's gonna, kind of age out, and then you have that guy still in his prime. And we'll take it. Their loss. All right, let's see how Joe does today. So 2 scoreless innings for him and a leadoff walk, followed by a single. Arias rolls into a double play. And Kwan flies out, so no runs for us. So far, so good for our pitchers. An infield hit for this speedy Carlos Stanton. Fielder's choice. A wild pitch gets him the scoring positions for Manzardo. He moves him over the third and resigns. Pops out. Unfortunate. I don't know why Bo is playing today. We're going to leave him in, but he'll need a day off. I guess his energy didn't break the threshold to make the backup go in. It's still scoreless for him. Scoreless for both teams. Leadoff double. See if he's able to work around it, and he does. So 6 scoreless for him. A walk here with 1 out. Resign rolls into a double play. So a pitcher's duel. Both teams have exactly 3 hits. All right, Freeland. Let's see if he's able to throw another inning. Yep, he goes 1, 2, 3 as well. It's Joe's turn. All right, Arias, Kwan, Stanton. Wow, it's actually crazy. I think we just let him finish out. No, he's at 118. So I'll say if the base runner didn't get on, we're going to leave him. We're going to leave him out there. We'll see if Cade's able to lock it down. All right. We're going to pinch run for Stanton, so we can get some speed. We're about Capus out there. I'm not going to try to steal third. That's too risky. Intentionally walked him. All right, Manzardo. He strikes out. Reese 0 for 3 on the day, so we're going to pinch hit for him and bring in Gage. Leave him in right field. Moves the runner to third. Oh, that's unfortunate. He only threw 6 pitches, so hopefully Cade can get through this inning. And he blows a game. I mean, that's what Cade does. that's just what Cade does. Although it's not an earned run because it's extra innings, so it's hard to really blame him for that. But that's why you have a 5-star closer like that. But we have 2 guys. See if Justin will go back down. Brad refuses to go back down. All right, so we have a lot of guys at AAA now as far as pitchers go, so we can fix that before we leave. Just throw all these guys in AA. They are truly roster fodder. right, good. All our teams have enough pitchers now, so they won't all be cooked alive. Uh, Justin Topo, we can. He's 185,000 left on the contract. Why are they acting like it's? Oh, it's because we have a team option. Yeah, we'll just move on from him. Really, I guess we can have Keller. Keller back for now. And we're still at 4 games. Got a bunch of guys to sign. And I think that's going to be the last series that we'll play in this video. So we've been streaming for about an hour, so decent amount of time. But that's going to be it for now. So if you caught any part of this, I appreciate it. I'll talk to you all in the next one. Peace.